Shalom, and you're now locked in here at Israelite Talk TV, where you get nothing but the raw and the real whenever I'm in front of the camera. So make sure y'all show the page some love, like, subscribe, and share. Shalom and greetings, and welcome back to another episode here at Israelite Talk TV, one of the #1 platforms where you don't get no paid media. Okay, thank you. Now, family, today we're going to be continuing our update in the Hamas and the Israeli showdown that's taking place over there in the Holy Land. There's a lot of stuff that's going on. I mean, a whole lot of stuff that we got to talk about, right? It's like up over there. Okay. Now, of course, that's right. You guys see the title. The IDF has been caught lying about the casualties of the IDF soldiers, right? So what they're doing is they got this drip. They want to drip the deaths out and make it seem like, you know what I'm saying? Because they don't want the people to lose faith in what's going on, but they getting stepped on down there, right? And we're going to be getting into that here in a minute. That's going to be the main thing we're going to be talking about. But there's some other things we're going to talk about as we go around the horn, where Russia has chosen and picked a side, right? Russia has chosen who they sign with, right? And there's a saying that goes, don't nothing beat the cross but the double cross. And the Russia has crossed the United States out. It's looking like this thing is shaping up to be the United States and Israel versus everybody, okay? Because, like I said, people are choosing sides, right? So what I want you guys to understand, right? This is the most important thing that's going on in the earth, and I have to document it. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the deal. These Europeans have set up here, and we've been warring with these people for years, right? And we got these ignorant folks coming out here, right? I mean, just ignorant, straight puppets, man. You know what I'm saying? The LeBron James, the Floyd Mayweathers, these type of people. They don't do nothing for people that's in the trenches, in the ghettos, that's really going through where all the hardships at. But then y'all got so much to say about people that is not y'all people. Okay. Yeah. Let's get a round of applause for that. Okay. When are we going to start sticking together? I listen, family, I told y'all, right? I sent out the warning to Demona. It is heating up in that Middle East. They're not playing, and they are targeting that nuclear plant that's down there by Demona. This is why I keep telling them they need to get out of there. Now, check this out, right? I had this joker come over here, right? And he was talking about, well, you know, they're God's chosen people. Woo. Listen, man, they're not paying attention. They're not listening. I told y'all, all y'all got to do is go to the brother channel, Go Black to Africa. He just interviewed the brother, right? He told us that there were Israelites that got killed down there because they was at that damn concert. You see what I'm saying? See, family, this is what I want you guys. This is why you have to study Tanakh. Because here's the deal, and we're gonna get into the message, but I gotta get this out because I know a lot of these people that come through here, they got a microwave mentality. They only got a few minutes and then they out of here. So to all the people that, you know what I'm saying, that's really down with Israelite Talk TV, we're gonna get into this here in a minute. You know, we're gonna get down through there, but I gotta get this out, you know what I'm saying, for the short timers, you know what I'm saying, the short stayers that come, they here for a quick second and they out of here. But here's the deal. Remember in Tanakh when Moses sent out the spies to go spy out the land of Canaan, right? Is what that land is called, is the name of it. The land of Canaan is the original name of that land, right? They went to the land of Canaan to spy out the land, and when they came back, some of them gave the bad report. So what did Yahuwah do? He told that the children of Israel was going to be what? They were going to be in the wilderness for 40 years, the very first captivity. Okay, grasp. Now, during that time period, there were Israelites that said when Yah said we're going to be in there for 40 years and 40 nights, they're like, oh, no, we ain't going to, we'll go up there and take the land. And Moses said, don't go up there. Yahuwah was not with y'all. And they went up there and got their tail slaughtered. The point that I'm making here is that our brothers and sisters is not supposed to be in that land. They have made an agreement. Now listen to this, right? I want y'all to grasp this. They made a deal with those Europeans over there, those converts that they know are not Israelites. They are not from the line of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's number one, right? They know this. So they know that the promise is not to them, right? The other thing is they made a deal to fight in that army in order to have citizenship in that land. That is madness. Family, where in Tanakh does it say that we're going to have to come back and be up under the Europeans and be in a military and fight in order to get rights to the land? It don't say that. All of that stuff is flawed. Don't come through here with that bubblegum game and that. Man, listen, man, I am surgical in that book, man. I'm finna crank my other channel back up because I could tell brothers and sisters out here, they loafing. Okay, I gotta break this thing down. This this is why you have to pay attention. This is proving that these people are not the people of the book because Yah's not with them. They are getting their tail toe up over there in that land. It don't the Tanakh don't say that when the children of Israel go back into that land that they're gonna be going through all of that stuff. And listen, the question is where's the God of Israel? Why ain't he protecting them? They say this is the fight for our life. If we don't win this, it's over with for them, is what they're saying. How can they tell us that the prophecy was fulfilled for them to go back in the land and now they fighting for their life? They fighting for the state. If they lose, they got to go. They getting evicted. Okay, rightfully so, because it's wicked what these people did. And here's the deal: it's time out for all this foolishness, this folly. Listen, we got all of this confusion going on here in this nation because we got people that want to be in power. They come before the people and they want to prop themselves up. I don't care nothing about how many followers you got, how much money you got. I'm a messenger. And here's the deal: you got all these go black. That I got a message that's coming for Africa, and I'm thinking I'm gonna try to do it on a Shabbat day, but I may have to hold it off because I just bear with me. But I got a message that's coming from for Africa. Y'all stay tuned. But to all these brothers that's coming out and let's go back to Africa. We this and that. If you cannot tell us the people who we are, what nationality we are, sit down. Oh, go back to Africa. Let's go do this. Who are we? Nobody in Africa is claiming you. Y'all get ready for this work this merch that I'm finna drop. Y'all ask for it, it's coming. Okay. So the bottom line is we are Israelites. Those that are descendants of slaves are Israelites. Until somebody else prove otherwise, I don't want to hear it. You got all these pro-black movements and this and that. This is why we're not getting nowhere as far as reparations, because you're not the African American, black, this is not no nation. Ain't nobody honoring that. That's not no nation. You have to have an identity, a nationality, and this is the only way you're going to get this stuff done. And nobody in Africa is claiming us, right? And we're gonna go more in depth on this because Africa got some answering to do. Okay. I'm gonna leave that right there. But the bottom line is that these people are not fulfilling any type of Bible prophecy concerning the nation of Israel going back into that land after the captivity. Okay, and it's simple as that. And this is why I'm gonna stay on their neck. And people say, "Well, man, listen." My thing is this: there is prophecies against Gaza and the Arabic unit. Everybody that has something to do with us going into captivity and removing us from our borders, from our land, and selling us up the river, they all going to pay. That's in Tanakh. Okay. So when you see this stuff happening, don't be shocked and be like, woo, woo, woo. Understand. See, judgment started with the nation of Israel. It started with us first. This is why we went through all of this stuff, and the Father sent us through all of these hardships because judgment started with us. Now that our captivity is damn near up because we done paid the price for our sins in the land over there, what they have now named the land of Israel. Okay, we have paid our toll for that. Our release date is damn near here. Now the nations got to pay for what they done. And if you pay attention, those Europeans, they almost on their way out of here because they're not playing. Even in Africa, there's countries that are cutting ties with these Israelis. And like, man, we ain't messing with y'all behind this stuff. You had Brazil, Bolivia, what was it over there in Africa, Mali, and what's the one guy name, man, down there in South Africa? He said, man, we were Palestine, man. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, with that being said, man, let's get into this thing. And I want y'all to share this, hit that like button, because we finna get to it right now. I got my boy in the queue, right? Listen, man, them steppers are not playing. Now, this is the spokesman for Hamas, okay, for the one of the spokesmen for the Qassam Brigade, right? Now, listen to what he had to say right here, right? Okay. Let me see. Do I need to let's get this out the way real quick. I ain't playing today, family. They got me incensed, man. Okay, so now look, so check this out, right? He says right here, and I'm gonna play this here in a minute. It says, "We assure you that the death toll is much higher than what your leaders are announcing." So they coming out with this drip. Oh, we lost a few soldiers over here. They don't want to come out and say we getting stepped on down here, right? Now listen what the steppers had to say, right? Okay, and they ain't got no reason to lie, man. They ain't got no reason to lie. Okay.
بأن أعداد القتلى أكبر بكثير مما تعلنه قيادتكم فترقبوا المزيد من جنودكم.
Now listen what he's telling them, family. Listen what he's saying right here. He said, I want you to expect more of your soldiers to return in black bags. Boy, they not messing around down here.
إيدينا في أكياس سوداء.
So look right here, dozen of Israeli tanks destroyed in Gaza. They saying, man, we knocking that stuff off, man. Okay, now check it out, right? Them goons ain't playing, man. Now listen what it says right here. The Al-Qassam Brigade military spokesman said their fighters continue to stand firm in Gaza. Woo-hoo. Man, listen, man. Let me give them a round of applause. Them goonies ain't playing. Y'all can pull those ships and all that stuff up here. We ain't going at gunpoint. They saying we ain't going at gunpoint. Okay, we ain't having it. Okay, now check it out, right? Listen what it says, family. Let's stop that right there. Let me slow it down. Abu Obida, and I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, right? Said their fighters destroyed nearly a battalion of tanks in the past 48 hours. Man, they said they stepping on them boys down there, man. Why they faking the funk? Oh, we hit this many targets. We're out here, this and that. Listen what it says. It says he added they've been lying about the casualty figures in Gaza. And this is all they do is lie. And they known for lying. Now listen to this right here. Let me get this pulled up and I'm gonna pause this so we can dissect this, right? Okay. Now, listen what the Goonie said, man. The Goon said this evening on the northwest axis of Gaza City. Oh, hold on. Let me see. Did I miss some? Oh, right here. Listen what he says right here. We carried out a major counterattack this evening on the northwest axis of Gaza City, destroying 6 tanks, 2 trooper carriers, and a bulldozer. The number of the enemy's dead is much higher than what the enemy command is announcing. Family, them boys ain't playing. They down there stepping in Gaza City, man. Told them boys to come on. Look, listen to what he said, though. Listen what he said. He said, listen, we managed to encircle behind the enemy lines and attack them from point blank. Listen, family, they backdoored them. If I had to bet, right, there are tunnels even all under Tel Aviv, all in Israel over there. Because, see, what the Europeans did is they boxed themselves in. They have attempted these same tricks. That's falling off. That's not even relevant anymore. This divide and conquer tactic. When people unify, that European set his tail down. His game is divide and conquer. So what they did is they separated the Palestinians down in Gaza from the Palestinians up there in the West Bank. So now they up there attacking the people in the West Bank. And the thing that's so crazy is that Nobody, none of these news outlets is speaking on that or condemning that. But now, if they launch a full scale attack from the West Bank, then it's gonna be, oh well, they're terrorists, they're this and that. But nobody is speaking. These news stations ain't talking about what these Europeans, the IDF is doing to the people down there in the West Bank. Okay, let's talk about it. Why ain't they coming out and condemning it? But then, as soon as there's a revolt, then it's, oh, they're terrorists, they're this and that. People are fed up with the games and the double tongue, man. You gotta keep it a sleeve, man. And if you ain't gonna keep it a sleeve, hey, get on up out of here, man. Now listen what the goon said. We encircled behind enemy lines and attacked them point blank. Now listen what he said. Oh man. He said, listen, the Namer troop carrier, right? This is supposed to now. We're gonna get to the Namer, right? I'm gonna break this thing down for you guys, right? The Namer troop carrier, which the occupation army promoted as the most fortified vehicle in the world, failed in its first test against our shells. Oh my goodness. You hear what the goon said? He said, listen, y'all put this tank up here and said it is promoted and fortified as the best tank in the world. And when it got put to the test, they put it down. It said it failed in its first test against our shells. That stuff up out of here, man. Exit stage left, man. Bring something else in here. They on them boys' neck down up in there, man. They up here faking in front on these different news stations, making it seem like they down there crushing them boys down in Gaza. Man, they running them boys up out of there, man. Listen to this, family. Now listen. I'm too turned this morning. Listen to this, family. Check this out, right? This is what nobody is talking about, right? They're steady coming with these same sound bites. They beheaded little children. None of that has been confirmed. We haven't seen any videos, anything on that. Now we know they did take some civilians and stuff, and people got killed. But the bulk of the people they got was IDF soldiers. Okay, first and foremost, and this is why they don't care. The Israelis really don't want them back because they know that they probably done been tortured. They probably didn't get them all type of information, all type of stuff. Okay, because it's been alleged that they had addresses and all of this information to these different IDF soldiers, to these big people that's in positions of power over there in the military, right? But this is what nobody is talking about. I explained and I exposed to y'all how they got their tail kicked on October 7th. They came in there and ran over their strongest brigade battalion units, okay, whatever they got set up over there, ran through their first line of defense, gunned them down, got them boys out the way. And here's the other deal, right? This right here is what nobody is talking about, right? Now, Forbes put out and let's do this right here, right? Let me. Okay, let's do this, right? Let's do this. Okay, now check this out, right? This is an article that was published October 13th. Okay, almost a week after the initial attack, right? On October 7th, right? And this is the article that Forbes put out. Israel's Namer is the heaviest, best protected armored personnel carrier in the world. Hamas just captured one. So not only did they overrun and take civilians and stuff like that, they took military equipment. They took tanks and all type of stuff. The mainstream media didn't want talking about this because it's an embarrassment. This is how you know Netanyahu is on his way out of here, and he is going all out, and he's finna sacrifice and kill all those innocent people behind stealing land. Okay, grass. Now listen to this, right? Now listen to this, fam. Okay, let's get this pulled up. It says the bounty was significant in capturing the base. The terrorists also captured around a dozen Casualties super heavy armored personnel carriers with chassis the Israelis took from captured Arab T-55 tanks. But the 49-ton Casualties weren't the heaviest APCs Hamas seized in Nakah. They also grabbed at least one Namer, the heaviest, best protected personal carrier in the world. Family, this is big stuff. So we talk about the United States leaving all this equipment in Afghanistan, but when they got blitzed on October 7th, not only did people lose their life, they took military equipment up out that thing. Okay, this is what they're not talking about, right? It says, but the tanks, turret, and main gun account for the last third of his weight. The Namer has a remotely operated machine gun that weighs less than 2 tons. Okay, so family, so what I'm trying to show you here, right, is that not only did they get casualties and civilians and stuff like that, they took military equipment up out that thing. So you know that they got the name up out of it. It was supposed to be the world's best performing military tank. You know they took that and they're dissecting that. The technology and the things that they put together on that tank. Man, them boys are through over there. Y'all got clipped for one of the family. They clipped y'all for a tank. They got a tank off. Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness. This is ugly. That boy Benjamin Netanyahu is on his way out of there as soon as this stuff over with. And if he pushed this thing too far, they might get him up out of there before the end of this war. Okay. And they have to fight because listen, they are too far invest. If they do a ceasefire or any of this stuff, then guess what? They gonna look so weak in that Middle East, they gonna have to sit down and they gonna forever be on them. And if they do go and the Goonies are, man, listen, here in a couple hours, right? Nasrallah, the top goon for Hezbollah, is finna do a speech, and they think that it's gonna be one of them speeches, man, because he told them they need to do a ceasefire before the third. Today is the third. And they're not talking about no ceasefire. This is why Blinken is over there with that. Oh, we're going to try to get a 12-hour ceasefire and this and that to make it seem like no. Don't start tucking that tail. Y'all talking all that stuff. Hey, let's get to it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, fam, now, okay, so now check this out, right? To go more in depth, right? Now this, okay, if you guys go to Twitter, which is now called X, right? And you go to a page known as Iran Observer, right? They have over 100,000 followers. Okay, they've been on. They're a media news company. Been online since 2021. Okay, now listen what they said. Now look at this, right? So this is going on right now. I told you the top goon is speaking. Look at all them people out there, man. Let me get this pulled up, man. Look at them.
يتهيب هذه
Family.
المرحلة
Look at them
ولكنه لا
goons.
يخشاها
Look at them
لأنه
goons
يعلم
pulling up out there.
بأن من يقود هذه المرحلة هي قيادة لم تخذل اليوم شعبها
Them goons
ولم
ain't playing.
تقم
I
بأي من
promise.
المبادرات أو من
Them goons.
القرارات التي لم
So
تكن.
what I'm gonna do is we'll talk more on that tomorrow, right? But I want to, because I don't want to. I'll be here all day, right? But let's see here. Okay, let's see. Let's go back here. Okay, so look, so 10 minutes ago they getting ready to do this speech, man. Nasrallah getting ready to. This is what everybody been waiting on, right? Okay, so anyway, right? Let's scroll on down here, right? See, listen, Israeli military is on high alert prior to Nasrallah's. Ooh, that's that top going right there, boy. They ain't playing, man. I'm telling you. So right here, 2 hours ago, they're starting to report, that this guy lost his life. You know what I'm saying? Let's see here. Okay, couple things I want to. So right here, 4 hours ago, Hamas, our fighters ambushed an Israeli force northwest Laya and killed 4 soldiers at point blank range. See, family, once they get into once they get into the city, it's gonna be man for man combat because they can no longer bring those airstrikes in because the military gonna be in there. So then it's just you gotta go, you gotta go for what you know. This is why they're trying to flat all this infrastructure so that they can secure their position, and when they get in there, they, you know what I'm saying. But you hear what the goons saying? They popped out on them, they popping up out the cut, and they getting to it, right? Listen to this. 4 hours ago, our fighters targeted an Israeli tank with 4 Yasin 105 anti-tank shells, right? Okay. And then, of course, now this guy right here was they got a captain, right? Captain Benny Wallace, a platoon commander of the 95th Battalion, that got him up out of here. They sent them home. Okay. So now this is what I want you guys to look at right here, right? It says Iraq. This is what I want you guys to pay attention to. This was just dropped 12 hours ago. It says Iraq resistant forces have announced they will launch major strikes against U.S. Bases in the region starting next week. And it says the poster shows a cruise missile indicating that the base will be hit with cruise missiles, not $1,000 cot rockets. Don't give me the line right here, right? So what is the goon saying? We're not gonna send them $1,000 rockets at you. We finna put them cruise missiles on y'all. Y'all got to get up out of here. So what this is finna do? This is finna spur out of control because the United States got all their stuff mounted up over there in the Mediterranean over there, right? When they start getting attacked in Iraq, what they gonna do? They gonna have to retreat and start going over to try to protect their people or something. Or what you gonna do? You just gonna let them die out there? You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna mix everything up, man. Like it's a lot of stuff going on in that Middle East, and these boys can't win, man. Now listen, here's the other thing, right? The IDF, right? Listen what the IDF said. Now this is on the IDF page, right? Here on X, right? It says, listen to this. It says the Iranian Amman Hossein militia, originally stationed in Syria, was deployed to southern Lebanon in an attempt to support Hezbollah. The militia is involved in confrontations with the IDF and terrorist activity against Israel, putting the lives of Lebanese people at risk. So, family, them goons is pulling up, and listen, this is where it get crazy. I didn't I just tell y'all? Listen, fam, check this out, and we gonna wrap it up, right? We getting close, right? Let's get this shit right. Now, check this out right here, right? This was just dropped, and a lot of people are talking about this. Russia Wagner to join Israel in war with Hezbollah. Now, look what they're doing. Look what Russia is doing now. Oh my goodness. Wagner to arm Hezbollah with the Panzer defense system, right? Now check this out, right? U.S. claim they know what's going on. They know they in hot water. Okay. I actually think the Democrats are trying to extort the Jews. If it, to be honest with you, okay. Now listen to this, family. Russia's private mercenary group Wagner may team up with Hezbollah, right? This is by providing an advanced air defense system to Hezbollah and Lebanon, right? Okay, now, what are they doing? What they're doing is, right, okay, is they're sending a defense system down there. So like in Israel, they have the Iron Dome, right, which is a missile defense system that shoots down missiles. So you see how Israel been saying, well, we're gonna send this stuff in here. We're gonna tear Lebanon up. Now the goons is bringing out the air defense system. There's because what they're saying now is y'all not gonna shoot those missiles in here like y'all did down in Gaza. We gonna shoot those missiles down. Y'all send y'all aircraft, y'all strikers, y'all planes and stuff in here. We gonna gun them down too. So and it's coming from Russia, and they bringing it down through there. They finna put it on the border of Lebanon. They letting them know that family is going down. And see, and here's the thing with Russia, right? Because this is what America did, right? America armed Ukraine, and they're aiding and assisting them, right? And so look at it like this, and they'll come out and use sorcery and say, well, no, we're not putting boots on the ground, but you're involved in the war. It's no different than this, right? Say you get into it with somebody, and I'm in a head up fade with somebody, right? And we duking it out, okay? And you come and you give them a gun, you give them a knife, you give them a bat, you give them anything to help them and whooping my tail. Guess what? You win this. You win this thing now. You involved in it, and you my enemy because you help them. So what Russia's doing, they playing the same game. We ain't got nothing to do with it. You know, if they want to buy, we're going to give them all of this stuff to mount on the side of Israel, just like y'all try to give to do with Ukraine. Y'all wanted to bring all those defense systems and put them in Ukraine on our border. We got some for you. We're going to go to the apple of y'all eye Israel, and we're gonna set that defense system stuff up around there. So now when they go to start shooting those missiles into Lebanon, like they said, we're gonna blow Lebanon up and do all this and that. Not today, y'all not. Because they finna put they putting them defense systems in place as I'm speaking. Okay. It's going down over there. So just watch the media. Watch how they getting ready to listen, man. The United States in a minute, they gonna tell them boys, because they the landlords. Hey man, let's go ahead and because they getting drew down on. Family's ugly, man. So what I want y'all to do, right? Make sure that you guys are going to get the stuff that you need, because there's stuff that's going on where a lot of the business is slowing down as far as people ordering and buying stuff because of the stuff that's going on. And so even with the trucking stuff, that stuff's starting to fall off because they don't really have orders to really be moving and stuff like that. So make sure you guys are stocking up on the things that y'all need. Make sure you got the stuff that you need, because you never know when you wake up one day. Once this stuff go down, a lot of the people here that's playing around and stop paying attention, they gonna be over there in that war fighting, because they gonna get drafted. And when they start drafting y'all kids over there into that war, don't be y'all in entertainment land. Okay, so make sure y'all share this, family. Okay, and I want to keep going, but it's too much, right? So y'all stay safe out here on this Friday. Okay, and I'm signing off here on Israelite Talk TV, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Shalom.